Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whenever you are. Welcome to a new Breakout Solutions Bitcoin Technical Analysis live stream video. I'm your host, Matt Batiri, here to take you through the charts one more time before we have the huge Bitcoin breakout, which I believe will happen this week. So let's dive into the chart. So for the last 6 weeks, Bitcoin has just been basically being really boring, trading between a few short ranges between 31,800 and 29,500. So we're going to dive into the lower time frames. And what I really like about what this looks like we're about to have some capitulation, which means a lot of people are probably getting fearful that Bitcoin's about to break down. But a couple of things that makes me think that we're probably not is that the funding rate on a lot of exchanges right now is negative, meaning that longs are being held to hold their longs, which means that there's more shorters right now than there are people longing. Now, usually when we have a negative funding rate, it usually means that we could have a short squeeze because people are building up their short positions, building up, anticipating that we are going to break down. And here was a clear sign today that maybe a lot of people started to front run this breakdown. You can see that we had this really basic trend line from the last three lows that we have been created. We came down, we had a bit of a failure auction. We spent a little bit of time under the trend line. A lot of liquidity would have been brought into the market. You can see because this was also the value area low of the range. So normally when you break the value area high or the value area low with a lot of volume, you'll tend to have that push to the upside. So as an example, the last time we were in a range, which is this range right here, once we broke through the value area high, we just had this explosive move to the $30,000 mark. So right now, I feel like a lot of people are building up their short positions, which is adding a lot of liquidity, and we could see a really big throwback to the upside at any moment. That is my personal preference. I've seen this a fair few times happen in the past, where people start getting fearful, everyone starts putting in their shorts because that's what everyone else is doing, because we're about to break trend, we're about to make a lower low, we've broken trend lines, so there's a lot of liquidity building up. But this is the perfect storm for shorts to be squeezed, and then we have a very accelerated move to the upside. I was watching Crown Crypto the other day that was going through some price analysis. I did the same videos probably a few months ago now, talking about how Bitcoin during the bear market bounce has always been able to regain at least the golden pocket Fibonacci or the 786. So if you do look at that right now at the current price action, if I'm to pull a fib from the all-time high to the lows, you can see that Bitcoin has not yet come close to the golden pocket or the 786 retracement. Let me just double check that this is on log form. Fibs, yep, on log sale, perfect. So you can see that we're still quite some distance away from hitting at least the minimum targets that has been previously hit by Bitcoin in all previous bear markets, the bear market bounces. So let me quickly show you a little history snapshot. We'll go to the monthly. So right here, this bounce after the extended 2019 bear market, this hit the 786. This next time here where we had the bear market, we came up, we hit this the 681 right here. So this push right here was a 681. If you don't believe me, let me quickly do the fib, boom, boom. Oh, it's actually 786. There you go. I'm a fibber. It hit the 786. Okay, hit the 786, which also then we had the pullback. We can see that Bitcoin has not yet broken the 50% mark. Look at this. See this pattern right here? This looks very similar to what we're currently going through with Bitcoin right now. We've got this sideways accumulation for a couple of months. Well, right now for us, it's been a couple of weeks or 1 month or 1.5 months, and then we had that explosive move to the 786. Right now, look at that. We're on the 50th percentile retracement. Okay, we're grinding up against it. Maybe we're going to be stuck here for a couple of months, and then we'll finally get that breakout. Who knows? But I know that the BBWP, which is the Bollinger Band with percentile on the weekly. Let me just remove that. All right. The weekly Bollinger Band with percentile is at its lowest, and we're starting to expand, which means that we are starting to see the first signs of a big move. Now, it doesn't make sense for us to break down now. I'm going to give you some reasons. Doesn't mean it won't. I'm just going to explain you with like actual facts why I think we should have continuous upside. The stock market right now is still going crazy. Look at the stock market. It's outperformed Bitcoin. It's moved all the way up to the 786 after the crash, the I guess the last bear market crash that we've had, where everything sort of tanked. Look at this recovery. Look at this recovery. It's gone. We're past the 786. It's probably not far away that we're going to reach the all-time highs for the S&P 500. And it makes no sense for Bitcoin right now to be going down whilst the stock market is going up. I think there are whales playing whale games because everyone knows, and everyone, some people over the last month have thought that, yeah, Bitcoin, we're in a bull market, everyone's longing, everyone's buying altcoins. So it makes sense that they want to maybe shake everyone out, freak everyone out one last time before sending it to the next larger levels, where I anticipate a larger pullback. A 25 to 50% pullback is imminent, but I don't think it's not now that we should have it. I'm not going to say that's not going to happen. I'm just saying that I do not believe that now is the time that we're going to have that 25 to 50% pullback. If we do have a pullback, maybe 28 lowest, I'm kind of hoping, but I still anticipate us going higher before we have an eventual huge correction in the market. You can see the stock market's flying. It doesn't make sense for risk-on assets like Bitcoin right now to not be doing well. Unfortunately, yes, the dollar did have a bit of a pump back to the trend line, but right now I'm not too sure if it's going to break back above the trend line that it broke. Okay, so it broke this resistance line, which was support for quite some time, and we did break back above it. But now we're coming back down. So where is going to be important is to see if the dollar does break back below this trend line. If it does, then I think that's going to give fuel to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will continue its run to the upside. But this is probably what's also been stalling Bitcoin. The recovery of the dollar, we know that there's an inverse correlation. So when the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. When Bitcoin goes up, when Bitcoin goes down, the dollar goes up. So Bitcoin's been going down for the last last week or so. And we can see that the dollar's been going up for about the last week. So now that we're coming back down, I do hope that this is going to give Bitcoin enough push to the upside. So this is my bullish scenario, and this is why I think Bitcoin will continue moving to the upside. Even though right now, yes, myself included, I'm thinking, why not sell some and buy back a little bit lower? Right now, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to stick to what I see in the charts. I'm going to stick to the plan that I have created. And I do believe that Bitcoin will push higher before having that collapse. What do you think, guys? Those in the chat, let me know what your thoughts are. Leave me a comment, a like, or a subscribe. That's it for today. All I can say is I am still bullish. Factors tell me that we should continue to the upside. If we go to the downside, so be it. I put my money where my mouth is. I am still long. I'm long from these lows. This is a time to long because we are at the value area low. This is what I'm doing. It's not financial advice. I do have a tight stop loss, so don't worry if we do get a Darth Vader wick down. I'm not going to lose a lot of money. I have my stop losses in place. But guys, this is the perfect setup where right now we have a lot of fear in the market with Bitcoin breaking down, and this is where I think we are going to rebound and move to the upside. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys soon. Before you go, I want to invite you guys to our next amazing event, the Breakout Future of Money event. It's on August 3rd. You can register at breakoutnow.co/future of money. I can't wait to see you there. And hopefully when I see you for Wednesday's altcoin live streams, Bitcoin has moved to the upside. That's it from me. Catch you on the next video.